the Motor Ball. And for that you get 45 AP, 440 experience. That is a lot. I do thank you for it. Up to level 15, I get another star pendant. That is always nice. And now what do we do? Well, what do we do now? That was what I was just asking. We're at the end of the highway. It looks like we're on the edge of the city. Sephiroth is alive. I have to settle the score. What are you talking about? How do you know him so well? And that'll save the planet? Seems like it. Alright, I'm going. I'll go too. I have things that I want to find out. About the ancients. Many things. I guess this is goodbye, Midgar. And we go down the chain leading outside of Midgar. This blew my mind when I first played the first game. This game. Not the first game. When I first played this game. You can leave the city? Holy crap. Why? You can just go? I mean, there's a whole nother world outside of the city? Yes, there is. What do you have to say about this? We told Olive's mom to go somewhere safe, so Marlene should be safe too. Wait, I don't think this is... It is not. No, okay. I was about to say, this isn't a date mechanic. It actually isn't. So feel free to say whatever you want here. I'll be nice. Yeah, she should be. She said she didn't want to stay in Midgar anymore. Maybe it's for the best. Oh. She doesn't want to stay in Midgar, does she? You know what? This is the first time I've ever left Midgar. You worried? A little. No, maybe a lot. But I have my bodyguard, right? None of this affects date mechanics, even though you feel like it should. I feel like it should. It doesn't. I guess this is the start of our journey. You hate traveling? I don't know. But I know I don't have anywhere else to go. So I guess it doesn't really matter whether I like to travel or not. I'm going back to my hometown. I'll go with you as far as that. Always nice to have you aboard. So let's try to get back into town. They will not let you. In fact, I can't really even approach the door from the right side. You are clearly not supposed to go back into town. So let's try to go. And then we just automatically run back into position. Then let's go. We need a group leader for our journey. Of course, only me could be the leader. You think so? It would have to be Fred. Fuck. Alright, go northeast to a town called Kalm. If something happens, we'll meet up there. Besides, you can't have 5 people strolling down the fields. It's too dangerous. Split us into 2 parties. And this is pretty much the justification for how it's possible for you to have more than 3 party members, is it's too dangerous to go in a big group. I'm not sure I buy it, but this part here is actually important to date mechanics, so I will do what I need to accordingly. If I was going for level grinding, I would probably bring Tank and Olive with me. Ooh, wait. No, we'll be fine. Wait. Hold on. And welcome back to Baller Gets Ahead of Himself in Final Fantasy VII. We should be fine. We're fine. I was getting ahead of myself, starting to think, ooh, am I going to get a chance to change my party before then? I absolutely am. So, yes, we will be fine with Francesca and Soap. Because this does affect date mechanics. Later, at Kalm. So, we do have our party in tow. We are ready to go. I do need, however, to go over the world map now that we are on the world map. You can access the menu and save anytime that you want. This is the first 3D world map that we have done. As you move around, the camera will change angles on you from time to time, but you can save whenever you want, which is always nice. I do need to change the party around and re-equip materia and all that kind of stuff, so let me do that, and then we'll go over one quick thing real fast. Okay, I did just transfer all of Olive's materia over to Sheska. Now, what I'm going to do here is actually just run around the dirt a little bit. There is an enemy that I would like to fight here for one very specific reason. Is this it? It is it. So what I'm going to do here is kill one of these. Ooh, hits everybody. These are custom sweepers. These are the enemies that we are looking for. I didn't actually mean to do fire, but that will be fine. We are fighting these enemies for one very important reason. They happen to have the first enemy skill that you can get in the game without cheating. I'm sure there are ways to cheat to get those, but that is not my concern right now. So what I'm going to do now is wait. And I don't normally like waiting, but that is what I'm going to have to do for now until he happens to cast the magic. Now, he needs to cast the magic on Soap because Soap is the person with the enemy skill. Not only does it need to be used on Soap, Soap has to survive that attack. Should he faint due to it, it will not count. Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to cut until that actually happens because he doesn't seem to want to use it right now. Actually, we also do want to steal from him. See if I can do it here. Steal from the custom sweeper. He does have. Am I going to get it? No, not this time. So I'll do a couple more steals as well. This is a very important early enemy. You do want to steal, and you want to wait for him to do this. This is Matra Magic, and it hits everybody. So, as a result, we have learned the enemy skill, Matra Magic. We'll probably be using that. You saw it. You saw how it works, but we do get the atomic scissors out of that, which is always good. And I missed again. Why am I terrible at that these days? That should actually probably still be enough to finish him off. You don't even do the somersault if you miss. That sucks. Go cross slash. So those are the two things that you can get from this enemy. The atomic scissors and the Matra Magic enemy skill. Both more or less useful. Unfortunately, I don't really have a chance to show off the atomic scissors. They are actually a weapon. Where are they? They're probably way down at the bottom. There they are. They are a weapon for Tank. They attach to his arm. However, they're not technically a gun. They're scissors. So you can't use them long range. So if you use them on him, you'll want to put them on the front row. I should probably heal before we move on. Let's continue on, and we do get to hear the world map music, which is amongst my favorite world map musics. And as you move along, you'll notice how they got a lot brighter as we got further and further away from Midgar. This is the first town that we have gotten to outside of Midgar. This is going to be Kalm, but first we do have new enemies. We've got wolves of some kind. Ooh, we've got Calm Fangs and a Prowler. Prowlers will steal from you. So as a result, I'm going to use that new magic that we got, Matra Magic. And to be honest, this should probably finish everybody off. It does! For 8 MP, you can kill everything. It is a very powerful early game magic. I would highly suggest you go out of your way to get it. That's just me. Let's just go right into the town. Notice how big we are compared to the town. That pretty much stayed between the Final Fantasies. It is weird how that works, but it makes sense. It just makes you go across the world faster. So let's head inside. Just walk right in, and then there'll be a little delay, and then you go inside. And now we are in Kalm. Let's go ahead and explore, or not. Looks like we've reached Kalm. Everyone everyone's waiting at the inn. Let's go, Fred. Now, let's go, Fred. I could explore town, but let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Those of you that are veterans of the game will know what is coming up next. For those of you that are new to the game, pay very careful attention. Mr. Fred, your party is waiting for you on the second floor. I know it doesn't seem important, but it will be. Fred, you're late. I wanted to get Matra Magic. That was a huge deal to me. Yo, man, you're late. Sorry to keep you waiting. Guess everyone's here now. So let's hear your story. You know, the one about Sephiroth and the crisis facing the planet. Let's hear it all. I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. You call that a friend? Yeah, well, he's older than me, and he hardly ever talked about himself. So I guess you'd call him a war buddy. We trusted each other, until one day. One day? After the war, it was Soldier's duty to put down any resistance against the Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. And now it's time for a flashback. It sure is raining hard. Hey, how are you doing? I'm alright. I wouldn't know. I've never had motion sickness. Everything okay? Hey. Settle down. They gave me some new materia. I can't wait to use it. Just like a kid. You going to brief us about this mission? This isn't a typical mission. Good. Why do you say that? I joined Soldier so I could be like you. But by the time I made first class, the war was already over. My big hopes of becoming a hero like you ended with the war. That's why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission, kind of a way to prove myself. Say, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? I thought you wanted a briefing. Our mission is to investigate an old Mako reactor. There have been reports of its malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First we will dispose of those creatures. Then we'll locate the problem and neutralize it. Brutal creatures? Where? The Mako reactor in Nibelheim. Nibelheim? That's where I'm from. Hometown. Sir, something strange just crashed into our truck. That would be our monster. And it is not boss time, but we are up against a giant-ass dragon. Oh my god, who has flamethrower and has killed Fred. Like, I don't even need to wait for the damage. It killed Fred. But Sephiroth has a spell called Life 2, which brings us all the way back to life and full health. That's crazy. And look at his ATB bar go. That did 0 damage to you? Oh my god. How much damage did we do? 14? Did you see how much damage he did? 0 damage. Holy, look at his HP, look at his MP. He did 3,200 damage. We did 14. And Fred's my best attacker in the party. Sephiroth is insane. Sephiroth's strength is unreal. He's far stronger in reality than any story you might have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Me? I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim.